So welcome to all of you on the grammar day, and today I'm going to start the active and passive assessment. And the topic which I have chosen for you, that is a passive voice or the active voice assessment, but the tense which I'm taking, that is present perfect. So can anyone tell me what is the structure of the present perfect if I make that sentence into the active voice?
Present perfect. May I, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am. For present perfect, we use main verb. Before main verb, we use have or had, has, have or has. Then past participle, right?
Yes.
The third form of verb.
But the correct structure is Preeti, subject
Subject
plus
plus,
has,
yes,
have, and then past participle,
past
and then
participle.
object.
Then ROP. Right.
Then ROP, or you can say the object. This is the structure of the active voice. Active voice in
Yes.
present perfect. Now, what is the structure of the passive voice in present perfect? Passive voice.
Been plus have plus have
Subject
or
plus
Subject plus
has been या had been plus past participle.
Okay. Well tried, Preeti. Mosina, you have raised your hand here.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, subject, then have or has plus been plus V3.
Plus V3. Preeti and Hosina, you are absolutely right, dear. लेकिन बस passive voice में there is a some change. यहाँ पर subject की जगह object. Subject instead of subject, you have to say object. Then
Yes,
has
ma'am.
been or have been, and then V3, or you can say the past participle, and then subject का object. Okay. Now,
Ma'am, can you just repeat the formation again? Both the formations.
in active voice, what is the structure? Subject plus has, have,
Hmm.
plus
Plus?
V3 form, past participle, verb का third form.
अच्छा, हाँ.
ठीक है? If you want to make that sentence into the passive voice, then object का subject, then has been or have been. Abhi Shushmita, you will get to know, has been or have been.
Okay, ma'am.
Plus V3 form. Now,
Okay,
it is very understood into your mind, keep Priya, where we have to put have, with which subjects we have to put have. Priya, unmute.
I, we, they.
I, we, they. Else? You. And any plural subject. In any plural subject, you have to put have. Has.
He, she, it, and any singular form.
Very good. He, she, it, or any singular subject, we have to put has. Okay, that will change according to the subject. Now, in the assessment, I have made some sentences in the active and some sentences in the passive. A question aega, what is the challenge for you guys? How you identify whether this sentence is written in the active voice or whether this sentence is written in the passive voice. How you identify?
Ma'am, may I, ma'am? Yes. If subject is doing some work, like then that is active voice.
Active voice.
Yes. And if the work or the object has been
received, if the object received that action, if the object
then it is
received that
passive
action, that is a passive.
passive voice.
If you see in the sentence ki doer is doing that work, so it should be immediately comes into your mind, it is an active voice. You simply put the rule of that active voice. But if you see that there is no doer, but the object is received by the action, the action is received by the object. In that case, you have to construct that sentence into the passive voice, and then in that case, you have to apply the passive voice. Okay? Chalo, let's start. Yes, let's start with Mosina. Mosina, read this sentence, dear. Unmute karo jaldi se. Okay, I think yes, Mosina.
Yes, my sister and her husband blank together for years. Have been.
My sister and her husband
Have been together for years.
So this is a sentence of a
active voice.
Active voice. Excellent. This is a sentence of the active voice. Now, guys, here I have put the verb be. Be is a verb. So, यहाँ पर don't think so कि this been is coming, so it is a passive voice. No, this is not a passive voice. This is an active voice because in this sentence, the doer is there. The doer are doing this work. तो यहाँ पर जो past participle आया है, किसका आया है? Be का आया है.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
लेकिन यहाँ पर तो
हाँ.
yeah, but in the previous sentence, so we are not like as per the formation, been is in the passive voice.
No, this is not a passive voice. This is an active voice. Actually, Shushmita, I have mixed all the sentences, both the voices, active and as well as passive.
Okay, ma'am.
So you yourself check, na. Otherwise, if it is very easy, na, ki you have to make all the sentences in passive. So you always think in that direction. But now this is a combination of both the sentences. So that's you have to use your brain.
Okay, ma'am.
Am I clear? Okay. Yes. Priya.
Yes, ma'am. He go to Mexico. He'll be back soon. He is going to Mexico. He will be back soon.
Priya, what is the tense? Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Ah.
Okay, sorry. He has gone. He has gone to Mexico. He will be back soon.
Very good. He has gone. You can also write in this form. He has
Oh.
gone to Mexico. He will back soon. Active voice. Yes. Yes, next. Okay, those students who have switch on their camera, guys, I'm asking from them only because I'm not aware whether you guys are willing to give the answer or not. Okay, Mosina.
जी ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I will listen.
The house is built at last.
House is.
Is built at last.
Mosina. What is the tense, dear?
Present perfect. Okay, I
Ah.
didn't see ma'am this one. Has built. Has been built.
The house.
Has been built.
What is the voice?
And passive voice.
Passive voice. Because in this sentence, object is the supreme. जो हमारा object है is the supreme. In the active voice, which one is supreme? Our subject is the supreme. You can say the hero. But in the passive voice, our object becomes the hero. Preeti. Okay, there are the two Preeti. Acha, one is Preeti and one is Preeti. Okay, acha, surname bhi same hai. Oh my God, it becomes very tough. Okay.
A huge confusion is there, ma'am.
Yes. Yes,
Oh
Preeti.
my
Ma'am,
God.
Preeti, do you have any nickname?
No, ma'am.
Acha.
No any difference.
Preeti, you
This
have
is
any
original
nickname?
name only.
No, ma'am.
अच्छा चलो भाई फिर मैं एक को बोलूंगी प्रीति और एक को सिंपल प्रीति ठीक है अभी प्रीति
Yes,
प्रीति
ma'am.
प्रीति
Yes, ma'am. Oh my God.
एक
War
minute.
has been declared.
very good. Oh my God, war has been declared. This is a sentence in
Passive.
passive voice. Passive voice. War has been declared. Yes, Preeti. Unmute. Be quick, Preeti. Otherwise, if there is
That
no
bank
noise,
has been
please unmute.
nevered.
That bank
That bank has been nevered.
has been nevered. मतलब
Nevered लिखा है ना मैम नीचे never.
never. Or what is a verb? What is a verb here?
Rob.
Rob.
Robbed.
Rob is a verb.
Robbed.
Huh.
That bank has been robbed.
That bank has never been robbed. That
Never
bank
been robbed.
has
Okay.
never been robbed because verb जो है हमारा rob है. Rob is a verb.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Mosina?
Yes, ma'am. Present perfect. Okay. She has worked at the same bank for years.
She has worked. Excellent. Excellent. Priya?
$6 million from the local bank. $6 million has been stolen from the local bank.
$6 million has been stolen from the local bank. Excellent. Excellent, Priya.
Thank you.
Passive voice. Shelly, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Active. She has been worked as a teacher since she left school.
She
She has been. Okay. She has been working as a teacher since she left school.
Shelly, it is a present perfect tense, dear.
Okay. She has worked as a teacher since she left school.
She has worked as a teacher since she left the school. Okay, great.
Very good.
Yes. Shushmita, Sangeeta, you also want to speak, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
That castle,
Ma'am, my sentence was right.
Perfectly right. Perfectly right,
Okay.
Shelly.
Thank you. Thank you.
that castle has been visited by thousands of tourists.
Excellent. Excellent, Shushmita. That castle. So, can you tell me, Shushmita, this sentence is written under which voice?
That castle has been visited, ma'am.
Voice. Voice कौन सा हुआ ये?
Passive.
Passive voice.
active,
No. Passive voice. Because there is no doer ना. यहाँ पर कोई काम करने वाला थोड़ी है. हम तो we are talking about that castle. उस castle की हम बात कर रहे हैं. तो that is an object. और अगर object को हम पहले लेके आ रहे हैं तो that is a passive voice.
मतलब एक्टिव मतलब डुअर जो होता है मैम, सब्जेक्ट जो होता है वो डुअर, उसका एक्शन अगर है तो वो वहाँ पे एक्टिव
अगर
होगा।
डुअर मतलब जो उस काम को कर रहा है. डुअर
हाँ,
मीन्स द पर्सन हु इज डूइंग दैट वर्क. दैट इज अ डुअर. अगर डुअर सबसे पहले है सेंटेंस में, डुअर इज कमिंग इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस, then you have to construct that sentence into the active voice.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Next.
Ma'am, shall I, ma'am, try?
Yes, Sangeeta.
Hundreds of soldiers have been killed since the war began.
100 of soldiers
Has been killed since the war began.
since the war
Have been.
began. Since the war began. Yes.
Ma'am,
Mosina.
this is correct, na? Hundreds of soldiers have been killed.
हाँ, 100 of soldiers have been killed मतलब 100 of soldiers मारे गए हैं since the war
अच्छा,
began.
तो इसीलिए मैम ये एक्टिव होगा ना?
नहीं, this is a passive.
Passive होगा, हाँ,
Have
हाँ, तो
been
मारे
killed.
गए हैं।
हाँ,
अच्छा,
have
अच्छा।
been killed मतलब someone should be there who have killed.
अच्छा, अच्छा, okay, ma'am.
Yes, Mosina.
Yes, ma'am. She has fallen in love with her teacher.
She has fallen in love with her teacher. Very nice, very nice. Yes, Preeti. Unmute.
Our neighbors
अच्छा,
our
चलो.
neighbors
हाँ.
have been broke into.
Our
Broken into,
neighbors
sorry, broken into.
have been broken into. Broken
Yes,
into.
ma'am,
What does it
broken.
mean, broken into?
Like
Uh,
have taken place.
Huh?
Broken मतलब
some-
तोड़ना, break.
कोई घुस गया है उनके घर.
Who's there? Entered. This is a phrasal verb, guys.
Yes.
You can also
Okay,
say
okay.
our neighbors entered. You can also say
Yes.
our neighbors entered. But instead of saying enter, it is a very common verb. You can use break
Broken
into.
into.
Break into का मतलब होता है enter. Enter करना.
Ma'am, can you please explain this sentence again?
Shelly, यहाँ पर है ना, we are talking about this break into. Break, देखो break का मतलब ऐसे क्या होता है Shelly? Break का मतलब होता है तोड़ना. ठीक है, लेकिन यहाँ पर break into, this is a phrasal verb. So it means enter करना.
मतलब इसका क्या मतलब
जबरदस्ती.
पूरा मतलब क्या हुआ इसका पूरा?
Our neighbors have been broken into मतलब हमारे neighbors जबरदस्ती घुस गए हैं.
Okay.
Have been broken into.
Broken into.
Have been
Is
broken
it passive sentence, ma'am?
It's a passive sentence. Yes, Priya, it's a passive sentence.
Our neighbors is doer only, na, ma'am, not a object.
प्रिया यहाँ पर देखो क्या है, our neighbors have been broken into मतलब our neighbors घुस गए हैं. अब यहाँ पर देखो, it is not necessary कि always the object is not a living person. Because it is in our mind ki doer means a living person, object means a non-living person. No, in every case, it is not acceptable. You just check the sense. If
Okay.
there is no subject, because on which the action is received, the action is received by the neighbors.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
Our neighbors have been broken into means है हमारे neighbors जबरदस्ती घुसाए गए हैं by XYZ. By XYZ. कोई भी हो सकता. Priya?
The new museum has not been opened yet.
The new museum has not
Has
been
not been
opened
opened.
yet. New museum अभी तक खुला नहीं गया है. The new museum has not been opened yet. Yet का मतलब अभी तक. Shelly?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. The tiger has been captured in a park.
A tiger has
Has been captured
captured
in a park.
What does it
Yes.
mean, Shelly?
मतलब टाइगर का पिक्चर लिया गया है पार्क में. ने कैप्चर्ड या
Capture मतलब
पकड़ा गया है,
हाँ.
पकड़ा गया है, पकड़ा गया है.
टाइगर
पकड़ा
को
गया है.
पकड़ा गया है.
पकड़ा
अगर
गया
Shelly,
है.
अगर सेंटेंस आप ये बोलते हैं, a tiger has captured in park. What does it mean?
Has captured.
हाँ. अगर सपोज करो आपने ये बोला होता, a tiger has captured.
The tiger has captured.
इसका
तो
मतलब
टाइगर
क्या
ने
होता?
पकड़ा है. टाइगर ने
हाँ,
पकड़ा
तो
है.
टाइगर
टाइगर
ने पकड़ा है,
पकड़ा
लेकिन
है.
a
Yes,
tiger
ma'am.
has been captured का मतलब
टाइगर
टाइगर
पकड़ा
पकड़ा
गया.
गया है.
Yes.
ठीक है गाइस, तो जस्ट सी द डिफरेंस.
Yes.
यस, संगीता.
Yes, sir. An old lady has been
Just one.
an old lady just has been win a million
Euros.
euros. Okay.
Okay. Well tried. Mosina.
Yes, ma'am. It is an old lady has just won a million euros.
Yes, Sangeeta, this is a simple sentence because an old lady has won. किसने जीता है? Old lady ने जीता है. There is a doer is there. An old lady has just won. Win, won. Past participle क्या है? Won. Yes. Preeti.
Yes, ma'am. They have finished the repairs on the roof.
They,
They have finished the repairs on the roof.
yes, they have finished. उन्होंने finish कर दिया है. Yes. Next. Shushmita, would you like to speak?
Yes, ma'am. All flights have been cancelled because of the strike.
Excellent. All flights have been cancelled. Which voice? Priya, it is a which voice?
Passive, ma'am.
Passive voice. All flights have been cancelled.
And because the doer, somebody somebody
Yes,
else.
other should be there to cancel the flight.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
But here we are emphasizing on we are least bother who has cancelled the flight. Our
Yes.
major focus is only on the cancellation of the flights.
Yes.
So that's why we have to construct that sentence into the passive voice.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shelly?
Yes, ma'am. Present perfect. The archaeologist the remains of an ancient city. The archaeologist has found the remains of an ancient city.
Okay. Priya?
Archaeologists have found the remains of an
Have.
ancient
Sorry.
have.
Have.
Shelly? S.
Yes, ma'am. Have. Plural was there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Preeti. Okay, Preeti. There is one more student is here. Chalky. Chalky, are you there?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, dear. अच्छा तो क्या बात है आज तो सारा
DMC.
DMC Okay.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, ma'am. I've joined late.
No issues. No issues. अभी भी आधा घंटा है हमारे पास. Still we have half an hour.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So we are just discussing about the passive voice, Choki. If you have little bit idea, so definitely you can take part in this quiz. Okay. Otherwise you listen. Otherwise you listen, dear.
Hi, Choki.
Hello, Shelly.
Chalo, let's start. Mosina, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am. So the children have been taught by the same teacher for 3 years.
Have been taught. The children have been taught. Up now, maybe the Shushmita, maybe the Priya is asking, ma'am, there is a doer, na? Children, to ma'am, it's a living thing. It's a living thing. So, but why we are saying that the children have been taught? Guys, in that situation, you have to just check the sense. Children have been taught by the same teacher. Up now, it is understood because here the by is written. It is understood the by is written. So, you have to construct this sentence into the passive. Passive.
Ma'am, if just what you tell that in regards to non-living thing, we have to see whether we have to put been or not. No?
नहीं Shushmita, actually this was a very basic concept कि just we have to check if it is a non-living thing, so put the active, oh sorry, put the passive, and it is a living thing, so put the active. But in this case, Shushmita, this contradicts the statement because children are not the non-living things, children are the living things. But still
Yes,
you have to construct that sentence into the passive voice. So then you have to check the sense. And how you identify, Shushmita? यहाँ पर तो mention कर रखा है ना by. If by is mentioned, so it is understood that we are talking about which voice?
Passive voice.
Passive
Passive
voice.
voice.
Passive voice.
Uh,
So that's why we have constructed this sentence into the passive voice. The children have been taught.
yes. Ma'am.
The children have
Okay.
been taught by the same teacher. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Next, Priya.
Millions of children all over the world have read that book.
Very good, very good. Millions of children all over the world have read that book. Because यहाँ पर who have read this book? Doer. Doer have read this book. And who is a doer? Millions of children is the doer. Shelly? Unmute.
I am so happy. He has invited me to the fancy dress party.
Very good. He has invited. Because doer has invited, doer is doing that work, so simple, active. Yes, Preeti?
I'm painting. A painting
Hmm.
has been stolen from the
Stolen,
museum.
yes. A painting has been stolen. अब सुष्मिता यहाँ पर आपको कॉन्सेप्ट लग सकता है. पेंटिंग क्या है? It's a non-living thing. पेंटिंग को चुराई गई है म्यूजियम से. A painting has been stolen. और अगर सपोज करो सेंटेंस होता किसी ने पेंटिंग चुराई है, तो इसको इंग्लिश में कैसे बनाते?
Someone has.
But he has stolen.
Someone has stolen.
Someone has
stolen that painting. Okay, Sangeeta.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there is a.
A
Okay,
lot.
I forgot to. You just put any verb from your end. Visit. Suppose a verb is visit.
Okay. A lot of tourists have been visited this town.
A lot of tourists have visited this town. Tourist doer है, doer जो है वो visit करने आए हैं town को. A lot of visitors have visited. Okay. So well tried, guys. Okay, already we have discussed all the active and passive in detail. So today is an assessment. So that's why I just did it. Okay, now without taking much time, I'm just going to start the conditional sentences. Okay, now before starting the conditional sentences, you should get an idea ki why we need the conditional sentences. It is just a part of our 3 months curriculum. So that's why we are learning this conditional sentences. Or do you really think so that it is important for us?
Very important actually.
Why it is important? You know what are conditional sentences? Conditional. Condition से क्या मतलब समझते? What do you understand by condition word? The condition.
Ma'am, जैसे if I were there, मतलब I would have
Result.
done this if I were there.
Sometimes a condition sentences means in which we are using some conditions, जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं शर्त. ठीक है? Sometimes you have to put the condition. Sometimes we are talking some hypothetical or you can say the imaginary situations. If अगर मैं मून पे जाता तो मैं वहां प्लॉट खरीद लेता. इमेजिनरी सिचुएशन है. अगर मैं किसी एलियन से मिलता तो मैं उससे हैंडशेक करता. Priya, I'm just taking some examples in Hindi, but definitely I will convert.
No
Like,
issues, ma'am.
if I were at your place,
हाँ, अगर मैं
Right,
तुम्हारी जगह होता तो मैं ये डिसीजन नहीं लेता. तो guys, sometimes you will come across with these hypothetical situations, imaginary situations that is not in your hand, but still you just dreaming about that. Maybe it would be possible or maybe not.
No.
Sometimes a conditional sentences. A conditional sentences means the true fact-based sentences. So, for example, यदि आप ज्यादा खाओगे तो आप मोटे हो जाओगे. True based है.
yes,
Exceptions are always there, like Shelly, like Preeti, like Priya. Exceptions are always there, but we are also in that stream, right? So, but अगर तुम ज्यादा खाओगे तो तुम मोटे हो जाओगे. General fact है. This is a general fact. So again, we have to construct these types of sentences with one structure. यदि आप मेहनत करते तो आप पास हो जाते. Maybe that student doesn't do efforts, so he got fail. तो अगर देखो, अगर मैं सेंटेंस बोलती हूँ यदि आप ज्यादा खाओगे तो आप मोटे हो जाओगे, what tense it is considering into your mind? कौन सा टेंस लग रहा है? कौन सा टेंस लग रहा है? यदि आप ज्यादा
future,
फ्यूचर
No.
फ्यूचर लग, देखो बोलने में लग रहा है फ्यूचर. यदि आप ज्यादा खाओगे तो आप मोटे हो जाओगे. It seems like a future tense. It seems like a future tense. But guys, in conditional sentences, there are the different patterns. There are the 3 types of conditional sentences, type 0, 4 types, type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3. Type 0, type 1, type 2, and type 3 is a mixed. Type 3 is a mixed. Okay, so let's start with the type 0 conditional sentences, the most simplest sentences. Okay, so type 0. चलो सबसे पहले हम स्टार्ट करते हैं वेरी बिगिनिंग से and then we will play one quiz. Okay, so type 0 conditional sentences, guys. Type 0 conditional sentences we have to use whenever we talk about the general facts. Whenever we talk about the general facts, so we have to use the type 0 conditional sentences. And why we need the conditional sentences? To make our English more impressive. To speak in a more impressive way, we have to use the conditional sentences into our day-to-day life. Okay, so let's start from this slide. No, not from this. Let's start from very basic. Just one, guys. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Don't know what has happened. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the shortcut key of slideshow? Okay.
Slideshow.
Down right side button is there now.
Actually,
TV like
cursor
symbol.
is not coming, no. Priya,
Escape, मैम escape करके देखो पीछे चले जाओ.
Cursor is not moving.
cursor na, sometimes the cursor stuck now, so it becomes very difficult. I'm just
Escape कर.
okay, so conditional sentences. Okay, so 0 conditional sentences. The 0 conditional sentences, this conditional is always used when the result will always happen. When we have to use the type 0, type 1, type 2, that you should know into your mind. So type 0 हम कब कहाँ use करेंगे? When we talk about the result which always happen. जो होगा ही होगा. It is a fact. It is a fact. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो दिल्ली में होगा, मुंबई में नहीं होगा. If it is a true statement, that is applicable all over the universe. Like for example, if the water reaches 100 degrees, it always boils. Guys, this is a general fact. ऐसा नहीं है कि if I boil the water into my kitchen in Delhi at 100 degree, then it will boil. If you will, if in your kitchen the water reaches up to 100 degree, it will not boil. No, this is a general fact. So if it is a general fact, so you guys, you have to construct that sentence into the zero conditional sentence. What is the structure of the zero conditional sentences? You always start with if. If, then you have to put the condition and then separated by the comma, and then again you have to put the result. At the time of writing, you have to put comma, but at the time of speaking, no need to put the comma. So what is the structure? If plus condition, then result. अब condition के अंदर आपको which tense you have to use? Simple present, or you can say present indefinite. In both the condition as well as in result, you have to use the simple present.
Simple present or
Present.
indefinite.
Simple present.
Dipti, you have a class dear at 9:15. Dipti, unmute. Okay.
Actually, ma'am, sorry, ma'am. I was attending Ganpati Aarti at today is the last day, and tomorrow the Ganesh ji will.
Acha. So you will not attend. So you will not attend today's session.
Yeah, I was late. I'm late.
Okay. No issues. No
Will
issues.
you record it, person?
I will record. I will do the recording. Okay, Dipti. Okay, now zero conditional sentences for the general truth. If the people eat too much, they get fat. If you touch a fire, you get
Ma'am,
burned. Yes.
Ma'am, I have a query. If आपने पहले जैसे you previous said that if अगर आप ज्यादा खाओगे तो आप मोटे हो जाओगे. तब मोटे हो जाओगे then you would
you
will
will
get
eat.
fat.
You will get fat. ठीक है.
You will get fat.
हाँ, शैली हमारे को सोचने में हम लगेगा कि आप मोटे हो जाओगे, क्योंकि अभी तो नहीं हुए ना, आप मोटे हो जाओगे. It seems like we are talking about the future, but Shelly, this is a general truth. If it is a general truth, and if you are giving one condition, what is the condition? Condition is that if you will eat much. If you eat much. So if the condition you are giving and if you are getting the result on that basis of that condition, so you have to construct that sentence into zero conditional sentences. So what is the structure of the zero conditional sentences? In both the cases, conditional as well as in the result, you have to use a simple present tense. Then you will not use you will get fat, they will get fat. This is wrong. This is wrong.
Okay.
First, you have to check the condition also. In condition also. If you touch a fire, you get burned. You get burned. यदि आप फायर को टच करोगे, हिंदी में हम कैसे बोल रहे हैं? यदि आप फायर को टच करोगे, अभी मैंने करी नहीं है, लेकिन ये फैक्ट है. इट इज अ फैक्ट. इट इज अ
मैम पर in normal sentence में जनरल कन्वर्सेशन में हम will ही लगा देते हैं.
तो नहीं लगाना ना शैली. अगर आप कंडीशन करके यूज कर रहे हो, इफ से आप इफ यू आर यूजिंग विद दिस सेंटेंस विद इफ, सो देन यू विल नॉट से if you will
Okay.
touch a fire, if you will
Okay.
touch a fire, you will get burnt. This is absolutely wrong sentence, Shelly.
Okay.
Those
Okay,
who
ma'am.
have
Got
the
it.
good knowledge of the conditional sentences, they can immediately get, oh my God, it means there is some problem in the Shelly's conditionals. Right? So
Okay.
if it is a
Okay.
conditional sentence, you have to construct that sentence into the present indefinite.
Yes, ma'am.
People die. Acha, this is also acceptable. Key result will come earlier and then you have to put the condition. This is also acceptable. People die if they don't eat. People die if they don't eat. This is also okay. Choki sleeping. Choki, are you working, Choki?
Sorry, ma'am.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Nadia. Are you working? Choki to bilkul. अगर अभी नहीं बोलती चौकी तो बिल्कुल ही हाँ
Ma'am, I always wake up at 4, no, and I have 2 classes.
That's
yoga
why I'm
morning.
asking. Are you
Morning,
working?
I have 1 yoga class, and evening I just came
Yoga
after finishing my again yoga class, ma'am. And day I have to go to office. No
God.
power nap time also.
Okay, very tough. Very hectic schedule. Chalky,
But
you
ma'am,
have.
Choki has made us remind of our school days, you know. In school days, when we used to sleep
Right,
late.
serious. प्रीति अगर मैं इसको 2 मिनट बाद चौकी को पिन पॉइंट करती ना एकदम ढपसी आवाज आती है everyone is watching you what happened it's okay चौकी it happens with everyone dear sometimes it
Yes,
happens with us
yes,
also
yes.
हाँ
I also
हाँ
slap.
हाँ दीप्ति का भी है okay if babies are hungry they cry so guys this is a general fact ऐसा नहीं है कि जो दिल्ली के बेबी हैं वही जब भूख लगती है तो रोते हैं भाई अब चाहे मुंबई में हो हैदराबाद में हो कहीं पर भी हो if the babies are hungry they cry if the babies are hungry they cry so you cannot make if the babies are hungry they will cry this is wrong यहाँ तक क्लियर हुआ when you have to use the zero condition sentences when we are talking about the general truth general
And
truth
generally we use after get V3 form, ma'am.
Actually na Priya why I have you can also say you burn you can also say you burn but I have used burned as an adjective so that's why I have to put one verb that is called get get is one of my favorite verbs so mostly I use this type of verb okay that you can also say they fat they be fat that is also okay but get जो होता है ना suppose sometimes if you are not able to frame that sentences ना कि अब इस verb को कैसे use करूं they fat तो verb नहीं लग रहा
Generally we speak like this, ma'am.
then
They get
हाँ
fat, they
they
get
get
burned.
fat so always use this keep this verb into your mind get this is a very helping verb guys if you are not getting any verb just put
I'm
the
asking that after get we have to use burn.
yes
Like
after
ED form.
get if you use this verb as an adjective you have to use ed
Okay.
because now in this scenario burn is not a verb Priya burn is an adjective
Okay.
okay it
Ma'am,
becomes a
I am
past
having a
participle
query.
yes
Ma'am, sometimes people are using this get and V3 here later on. Means after it follows V3. So in which
वो
situations?
V3 नहीं है मौसीना वो that is a different that is a causative verbs that is a causative verbs here that is a different in that case this is a V3 verb but in this scenario this is not a V3 it is a past participle or you can say the adjective
Yes, ma'am.
so the topic which you are asking me na guys that is a causative verbs in which the doer is not doing that work someone else is doing that work on the behalf of the doer in that case we have to use get and then V3 okay
Yeah.
right so I'm not taking the first conditional so zero conditional is okay zero conditional
Yes.
okay so let's take now the rule is if then simple present and then simple present like for example if a dog is happy it wags its tail if the dog is happy it wags its tail क्या मतलब हुआ इसका
वो अपनी पूंछ हिलाता है जब खुश होता है
पूंछ हिलाता है जब
हाँ जब वो डॉग खुश होता है तो अपनी पूंछ हिलाता है and this is a acceptable all over the world so this is a general fact this is a general fact okay
these clauses ma'am
huh
will you teach clauses to us
will
ma'am will you teach clauses
clause नहीं अभी later on आएगा दीप्ति ये हमारा दूसरा बैच चल रहा है
okay
you are not
Okay.
a part of this batch na so that's why you are asking okay now Shelly
Yes, ma'am.
I will take each and everything into your batch also
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ
If you don't sleep enough, you feel tired.
number 2
Okay.
नहीं I'm asking number 1 number 2 number 3 which option is right
Okay. If you don't do if you do not sleep, ma'am, ये number 2.
Yes.
If you
number
do
two.
not
Yes.
sleep, yes.
If you don't sleep or if you do not sleep, you feel tired. That is acceptable for all.
Yes,
यदि
yes,
आप
ma'am.
पूरी तरीके से नहीं सोओगे, आप टायर्ड फील करोगे.
Yes,
सुनने में लग रहा है you will feel tired. You will feel tired. So now from today onwards, Shelly, stop saying will. Always
yes,
say
ma'am.
you feel tired. You feel.
Okay, ma'am.
And अगर
Got it.
suppose करो, suppose instead of you, if it is he, then what should become?
He
Doesn't.
feels tired.
He
Doesn't
feels
feel.
tired. He feels tired.
Feels tired.
हाँ,
He
he
feels
does.
tired.
हाँ.
ठीक है? Okay. Yes. Mosina?
It's too much.
Yes, ma'am. If she eats too much, she gets fat.
Yes. If she eats too much, because she is a singular subject, so you have to put the verbs that ends with S. Okay? Singular, singular. So eats too much, she gets fat. She gets fat. Okay, so I'm not taking the type one. Okay, guys. So type 0 is clear. Very simple type 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. एक हम छोटा सा. Okay. एक क्विज करते हैं. I will not cover, लेकिन जितना हम करते हैं, guys. 0 conditional, 0 facts है. Guys, whatever the sentences we have written, please read that sentences very carefully because all the sentences are purely based on the general facts. Right? I have written the verbs in the bracket. So just please read it. Priya, let's start with Priya.
Yes, ma'am. If you eat too much, you get fat.
Very good. If you eat too much, you get fat. ठीक है? Simple?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Shelly.
If you heat water to 100%, it boils.
It
Boils.
very
Boils.
good. Very good. It boils. It boils. Pretty.
Yes, ma'am. If children not obey their parents, they be
Be.
na?
Be.
Yes.
The verb is be.
They are usually punished.
They are usually punished. Okay. What comes in the first fill up?
If children not obey their parents, not obeys their
Not obeys.
not obey.
Not obey. Okay. Well, right. Masina, is pretty right?
No, ma'am. We just need to put do. Do not obey.
Do not obey. Pretty, only the single mistake you have done,
Don't.
dear.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
present, what is the
Don't
present
obey.
indefinite negative?
Yes,
Do not
ma'am.
and
Yes,
does
if
not.
we want to, we have to add do word. Yes.
Present indefinite का आएगा. If it is a negative, so just put do not. If it is a plural. If the
Yes,
children do not obey their
Yes, ma'am,
parents,
it's
they are usually punished. Very
They are
nice.
usually
Very nice. Because B family के, what are the members of the B family? Is MR.
It's MR.
Because in present may is MR. In conditional 0, we always use is MR, B family member. Yes. Anyone? Okay.
If you have a headache, you usually take an
aspirin.
take an aspirin.
Taken nahi. If you have a headache, you usually take an aspirin.
Take an aspirin. I said like that.
Take an aspirin. Take an aspirin. Why an? Because aspirin A से start हुआ है. आजकल aspirin नहीं चलता. ये जो मेरे को हो गया 1 month back.
मैम डिस्प्रिन ले लीजिए.
Disprin, हाँ, disprin, yes.
Aspirin.
Then we have to
Disprin.
change the article also.
हाँ,
Also, yeah.
disprin. Rather, yes. Hasina?
Discipline is chemically safe.
Ma'am. If you sit in the sun too long, you get sunburned.
You get sunburned. You get sunburned. Priya, have you noticed sunburned?
Burnt.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
again an adjective.
Sunburnt.
Sunburned. Dipti, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, चलो try करो फिर.
If you do not sleep enough, you feel tired.
Very good, very good. If you do not sleep enough,
don't
you
sleep
feel tired.
You feel tired.
Okay, next.
enough.
Chalky,
Ma'am, can I
you want to, Chalky, you want to say?
Okay, ma'am. If you want to succeed in life, you have
You
to
have
work hard.
Yes, if you want to succeed in life, you have to work hard. Shelly, can you tell me, dear, what is succeed here?
Succeed is the verb.
Very good, very good. Succeed is a verb. What type
Yes,
of
ma'am.
verb it is? What type of verb it is?
Infinite.
This is
Infinite, fine. Because it is
infinite.
coming
To
to
succeed.
and mother
To
verb. To
succeed.
succeed.
To
To
succeed.
succeed.
To succeed.
To
Yes.
succeed. Yes.
Can I try? Sushmita.
हाँ सुष्मिता मैं आपको ही सर्च कर रही थी डियर यस ट्राई
If you press that switch, the light will come on.
नहीं will ही तो नहीं यूज करना हमें सुष्मिता we
The
have to
will
use the present simple present
comes, ma'am.
yes the light comes on यदि आप स्विच को प्रेस करते हो तो लाइट आ जाएगी ये हम बोलते हैं सिंपल लाइट आ जाएगी और हमारा ब्रेन भी उसी के अकॉर्डिंग ट्रांसलेट करने लग जाएगा द लाइट विल कम द लाइट विल कम नो द लाइट कम्स द लाइट कम्स ओके नेक्स्ट
If you do a lot of gym, you stay fit.
संगीता 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 यस
Okay, ma'am. If you do a lot of gym, you stay fit.
Very good. If you do a lot of gym, you stay fit. But it is not applicable in my case. Right.